Alright, welcome back to episode 30. Um, I actually ended up doing a little upgrading in between videos. I had to add some to add some more miners to our temporary power system over there, and I started playing with the doing up the uranium, and if I don't get this done, I'm probably gonna die here. Let's work on the exoskeleton. Okay, and I changed our train around a little bit so that it should work a little better. It's not grabbing all the uranium, and I really don't care if it grabs all the uranium every trip down. I mean, we may change it down the road, but I'm just letting these uranium miners mine and not care. We're getting pretty full on acid down here, so we may have to change it so that it'll actually take it. Let's put you on manual for a second. We want to go. Let's see. That's not what we want. Oh, because we need to delete that. Okay, we're going to add item count. Change it to, where's uranium? Right there. And if it's greater than 1999, which is actually 2000, so we got that as a greater than symbol, then we're good to go. And right now, we're just going to send it back up to sulfur load because it tried to take off immediately. So pretty much we're not even worrying about our sulfur gas, we're just worrying about how much uranium we have. We're going to have to probably change it a little bit. We'll have to maybe do a circuit network thing down the road, but for right now it'll work. Like I said, I did start on this up here. What I've got here is I've got the uranium set up. You get two different types of uranium, but what I want to do here is we're going to pull these three spots out because it does not create enough uranium as far as I'm concerned. It only creates the one type, this darker one, but we need both of them to go into here. But unfortunately, we have to connect the dark ones into that track and the light. Because this is okay. We got uranium 238 and uranium. I forget what exactly the uraniums are. Let's see if we go here. Or is it in military or somewhere? It's here somewhere where it shows the uranium. I don't know where it is. No. But anyway, we've got this uranium, and then there's a lighter uranium, but obviously these don't kick it out very often. But that's why we have 10 of these, so we can figure this out. We're going to probably end up moving that, but I think for right now it's fine where it's at. Because, yeah, that one's not going to do us any good there. Let's, okay. We'll just keep going down the line or something like that. Let's put these in like this. And then we'll, oops, I didn't want to delete that one. I want to delete these two. But right now we don't have no power. But we'll fix that here in just a second here. Go in the backpack, please. That's why I left them spaced one apart. Anyway, let's get these all set up here. Helps I use shift and not control. Okay, and then we just need to get all these Good little things hooked up here, so we're ready to get on. Okay, so I'm trying to just decide how I want to do this. Because see, we need to split the two different types of uranium. We can either do a single belt and just stick them all out there and do a sorting and change this up here. And this is only temporary anyway, because I was playing with to see how to do it. So let's see, what do we want to do? Let's just take this whole thing out. I think we'll just make like a sorting belt. And instead of using the whites here, let's just use blues. Because they're cheaper for one thing. And then we'll... oh, because we don't quite need that one, do we? Alright, and then we'll put one there. Let's just kind of bring this out on each side, and then we'll bring it together. Now see, most of it's the regular uranium, the darker colored one. We'll go like that. We'll just... so let's see, to kind of separate these, what we'll have to do is we'll grab our whites here. We'll put one there, one there. This is going to be kind of dumb with how I'm going to do this, but it will work. Then we'll put a belt there. We'll switch that one back around so it's correct. Like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set this to the dark green, and we'll set this one to the light green. What we're going to do for the moment is we're going to get rid of these. We're going to put boxes, since we can't really do anything with them until we get the correct uranium. Okay, we'll put a power pole there, and we'll put one right there to connect these. Because what I've been seeing is we're not getting a whole lot of output of normal of the one uranium, so we needed 10 of these to even get just one. What am I doing here? I want to throw those in there. So we're always going to end up with a surplus here. And just because I don't want to lose any, we're going to put that like that. So then what we're going to do here is, once we're ready, we'll put this like this, and we'll I suppose we can put these in, can't we? We need to make them into rods. So we're going to pick another research, I guess. Anyway, let's bring power out here. So we got power. Then right here we need to do the uranium fuel cell. Which looks like it takes 10 seconds, and it needs a whole lot of that dark uranium and one of the other uranium. What's the other one called? Uranium 235. So 238 is obviously the common one. Kind of hope they change this a little bit, because As you see, we do not have any uranium, or the other uranium at all. I have a feeling we're probably going to have to, you know, put these like way out here and keep going. But we're obviously getting enough uranium with the train now because, yeah, we got a little bit of surplus. We got 142 surplus, so. But we are not getting any of these. Like I said, we will use as many centrifuges as we need to start getting a lot of the other ones. I got a feeling our sorting system's going to end up full because we have not even gotten one units. But anyway, from what I understand, is we take these down like this, and that's the centrifuge. I don't want centrifuge. We put our units in like this. I do believe we need water. I haven't gotten that far yet, so. And then you can either just connect them like this, or you can use the heat pipe. And I think heat exchangers are only used, to travel distances. But then what I think we need is the steam turbines. I'm not sure. Hold on a second. I'm not sure how these. There's pipes here somewhere that come up here, but I suppose until we actually get things. See, we need the fuel for the reactors, which of course we're not going to get until we get one of those the pieces of uranium that we need. I love how they glow. That is just too cool. Yeah, we're just not getting any of the correct uranium that we need. Because once we do, we'll have enriched uranium coming down, or the uranium rods coming down the thing. And then obviously at some point we can reprocess it and make it work, but we don't have anything to do it with right now. There's got to be water coming into this reactor somehow. Or did I miss something? Let's look. Oh, that's the wrong thing. E. It's not on that page. See, I thought these turbines would be what allows us to get the power off the... Oh, I betcha. I know. My brain's not working today, obviously, again. So can we... That's not it. That's a heat exchanger? Okay, exchanges heat between a heat source and a fluid. But there's nowhere to hook into the power plant to do that I see. I don't see no pipe spots. That's not a spot for a pipe. This is all... Do we need like a heat pipe? Okay, so that gives us the heat pipe. But now does that allow us to use the heat exchanger? Like that. That should. Aha. So we can hook these buggers right in. I think like that. Let's get rid of that heat pipe. And then we can, if we had power, we could actually run them here, but we don't have them. So I've only got 2 turbines, so let's hook the turbines up. We'll just put one there. And then because I don't want to run the belt extra, let's just put a... Okay, I knew that was going to happen. Put a turbine right there. for when we do get the rods finally. We can insert them into the system and oops, not where I wanted it. There we go. Yeah, we're still not getting any rods. And we're completely out of ore right now. I don't have any more left on me, do I? No. Let's call the ore train up here. And for right now, we're not getting any sulfur. We might have to go fix that in the next episode as well. So yeah, we're not getting any sulfur at all. So that's probably hindering our ability to mine this. You know what I'm actually going to do? Let's just go manual. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete this. We're going to add time passed 30 seconds. Sounds good to me. Add time passed 30 seconds. Put it back on automatic. So now it'll sit here for 30 seconds, go down, pick up as much as it can in 30 seconds, and come back. So far this is what I understand this as much as I can here, I guess. We need more power poles. We're going to need to go get copper and steel, so let's... The train hasn't left yet, we'll jump on. We'll go down and get copper and steel so we can get some more power poles. I always like learning new things, but this seems a little almost to the point of vexing a little bit, you know. Okay, so we're gonna have to start making military things. What do we want? Because oh wait, yes we do have blue. What am I thinking? Let's just keep going on blue. I'm thinking of another map that I was working on. Because I get so far ahead on some of these videos that I just don't... I can only process so many videos at a time, and... Okay. Guess we were playing chicken with the train again. Do we have enough to make enough power poles? Yes. That should be enough to get us up to 100 now. And let's see if we can catch the sulfur train back up to the base. We may end up running these as two set. I may, after a while, separate these trains, and one bringing down sulfur, one bringing other stuff. Because once we deplete a field, it's not going to be. You know, look at it. I mean, like this one here, we're already down to 1.8K. We're trying to get as much of this as possible. And like I did up top, I think I'm going to kick this uranium over onto the belt, so... Because that was just really meant to unite the belts, so... Let's go up and see if we've gotten any uranium or anything's fired up yet. But I'm pretty sure this is how everything is set. It's just a matter of getting uranium going and then start recycling the oil rods. We still have not gotten any rods. I wonder if I have to really go crazy on the amount of centrifuges we have, and then just expect everything to be really full. But I thought we needed water in here somewhere. And okay, that shows steam, so but I just don't see any spots where we need to have water in. Okay, so okay, we put the water into the heat exchangers for one thing. I knew there was something I was missing. So this must be where the water goes in. We got water below us, so let's kind of and supposedly these can run a lot of how many are they showing in the picture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 on each one, just like our other units. But from what I've seen, we can set up a whole bunch of these reactors and then pipe it out to it and have a bunch of these in a row and have 2 on each one. We don't have to have it like we have the square right here. I'm gonna leave it because it works for right now. Do we have a pump on us? I do not see a pump, so we're gonna have to make another one. And we're probably out of copper and steel. Yep. Or iron, I mean. So once again, back over across the tracks and hope we don't get hit. That train's not even moving that fast, so it's this one I worry about. This is the one that's going to get me one of these days. But that's what I get for playing chicken with the train, I guess. Okay, so this is a good learning experience, I guess. Where are we at for time-wise? Oh, good. We still got 10 minutes left. So let's get walking over here. We need copper. You know what? I'm just going to grab a little bit of each. And not even care. And then we'll make a pump. Alright, so this is starting to get to be a little bit easier now that I know what I'm doing. I love new things, I really do. So much fun learning new things. That's why I liked playing with the Bob's mods, because I'd never done it before. And we're still getting coal in here somehow. Does this create coal or something? I don't see no coal. Is this picking up coal when we're coming out of the station or something? It's the only thing I can think of, because... Whoa! But we ain't got no coal on the station. In fact, we better throw some. Let's grab a load of coal out of here and put it in the train. Somehow, it must pick up coal. We must have one of those too close to the coal. Or something. I'm gonna have to look and see what the heck's going on there. But we're just gonna kind of set this up as kind of a, I don't know, temporary setup for now, and then we'll go with a decent setup later on when I have when we got power and we don't have to worry about running out. Okay, so let's come down from right here. Let's see. Let's go like this, so we got enough to use the heat exchanger, but not too much where it's going to be a pain in the ass. So that we can get across to the other heat exchanger. We'll put that in there like that. Then we'll put, oh shoot. Let's back this off a little bit. Because what we need is we need one right there. So we can come up and come around to here. And go like that. Okay, so then, from what I understand, coming out of here into this, we'll create steam between the two, between the water and the heat, because it shows we got heat there. And then we can bring steam out here. What I'm actually going to do is, so we don't have to fight with anything, we're going to bring this over here like this. And where did that turbine go? There it did. We'll put the turbine there. Still none of the good uranium that we need. I know the output is extremely low, but still. This is going to be interesting, I guess. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to let this thing run. I know it's all hooked up right, because just by looking at other stuff that people had set up, we need to figure out why we're picking up coal down here, because otherwise that car's going to get filled with coal and we're going to be screwed. Oh, this bottom one's picking up coal. Okay, so what we could do is we can set these up so that they don't pick up coal. Just set up the white ones in there. And then we'll put one right here that does pick up coal. Let's put this in so we can only pick the right things. We want uranium. We want, oh, we need to set the filter, but we need to put the wire in there. And of course now it's not going to pick nothing up this time because we don't have them set up yet. Set filters. Okay, and we'll set this one to coal. And then we will, oh no, not that way, that way. We're going to set one over here to coal as well. But why not make make use of it since we got coal right there anyway? Okay, so let's go up here. And we will put a blue in there. You know what we could have done is set it for inactivity. That would have worked too. We may end up setting it up that way later on. And then we'll put one right here that does coal. And what we're going to do, just to get the coal out of the car, we're going to set one right there that does coal. Since I made my silly mistake. But we'll just put coal in the box and not care. Filter, coal, copy, and oops, copy and paste. Oh, helps if I use the shift key and not the control key. I get too used to doing that. Okay, so this one will pull it out as well, but we need power over here. I keep putting my power poles in the wrong spot. And then I think what we'll do for the moment is we'll put you like that. We'll just put the power poles in the wrong spot again. And then we'll just come in and we'll just put another coal loading in there so that when the train comes in it's got coal. Because obviously it doesn't kick a lot out, but it gets enough to start putting stuff in the car. So why are these not, oh, because we aren't picking, oh, who did that? Well, we know who did it, but how did we do that? There. Somehow I turned that around is what happened. Oh my, now we got uranium. So as this coal comes up, it'll get sucked off the belt and we'll get it back into there. Let's go up and see if we've gotten any of the uranium, what is it, 538 or something, or 235. And let's do that. We can't do that enrichment yet. Let's just keep going with that stuff. Okay, does not look like we've gotten any yet. Wow. That seems like an awfully long process. Here's one, finally. So we'll finally get to see our system fire up. I don't know how long it gets going there for. Why are we not pulling that? Oh, we got 2, but how many do we need? We need 1, so... Oh, we need the steel! Aha! So, let's see. We'll throw some steel plates in there. So now we need to find a way to get steel plates over here. I think we're going to go over here where we got the other train. And we'll steal some steel plates. Or iron plates, I mean. Okay, so... how can we do this? We'll just go right up here and steal it. We'll just put one fast loader right there. We'll go this way. Sure, you're going to be a pain, aren't you? Okay, so we got to come out. I don't want to go into this copper patch, so we're going to have to go... let's just go like this then, since it wants to be there. I'm going to laugh, this turns out just perfectly, which it's not going to. Nice. Okay. I know I mentioned too that we needed steel. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me, hey, you mentioned that you needed steel, but you or iron, but you never brought it in. Okay, so let's... here we've had 3 of them done. Oh, look at this. We already got them on the line. Oh. Now, are we doing this right? I see the heat exchanger looking like it. Let's see. I think the heat exchanger has to be different. I think it has to be like this. And then we bring, I don't know. Okay. Or do we... okay, maybe we have to have the heat pipes. So let's see, where are the pipes? Right there. Okay. And we've actually got... oh, we gotta pull the uranium cells out afterwards too. Okay, we'll get this yet. The problem is the picture I'm looking at is 2 separate pictures. So that's what kind of confused me. Let's see. Can we pull it out right there? Yes, we can. And we'll just put a... where's my red boxes? Right there. Put that in there like that. Put you there. Put the depleted uranium in there. Oh, are these turbines not working, or? Yeah, we're still missing something. It shows that this is working. And that looks like that's where it's supposed to go in. It's got water. Oh, it's got to get the temperature up. It's not up all enough. up high enough. You know what I'm going to do is we're going to go down to here, and we're going to load some into here as well. There we are. And then let's set this heat exchanger up the way it's supposed to be. Oh. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got him running. Where'd the heat exchanger go? Right there. There. Because now we don't need that one at all. Put that back in there. So now, when we're ready, we should be able to hook I don't think that this will get hot enough water over here, or will it? I don't know, that's at 100. That's at, what, 700 and some degrees? It's at 700 and some there. So we need 2 more turbines here, but from what I've seen, we can run 10 of them off of 1 unit. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just pull this out. We're just going to run 1 unit for the moment. And then let's get the heat exchanger up in there. I know I'm messing with this and I'm getting probably wasting power by doing this, but let's see. We need a pipe, and then we need, let's just pull that out. It's not like we're wasting anything by going in here, because we don't really have uranium coming out right now. Heat exchangers, so 2, that's what, 4? Yeah, 4. 6, 8, and 10. Actually, they're probably, no, they're not further enough apart, but let's see, no, we'll get that in there. Let's put one of these in here. So we really didn't need the big mess that we had to get the beginning of this, but this will get us our heat exchange with the pipes. So everything's working again. And let's come back up here. Did I hit the Alt key again? Yes, I did. We'll just throw all those in there. And it should be burning the stuff, and oh, we're waiting. Because we disconnected everything, we're waiting on power again. On enough fluid. So I think we're going to have to run back down to the base. We're actually over our 30 minutes here, so I'm going to stop the video right here.